Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new speedrun. In this speedrun, I will be teaching you the Queen's Gambit. Besides being known for being a great Netflix series, the Queen's Gambit is also a very good chess opening. So we're going to start out our games with the move 1d4, and against pretty much everything that black does, we are going to follow up with the move c4. So you will not only learn how to take on the Queen's Gambit, but you will also learn how to play against openings such as the King's Indian, which can arise after g6 and bishop g7, the Grunfeld, which happens in case black plays d5 here, or openings such as the Nim's Indian, which arises after e6 and bishop to b4. I hope all of you will learn a lot from it, and I also hope that you will enjoy this speedrun. Let's get started. Play to 2015. Alright, let's go d4. I mean, it's only +3 for a win. d5. We go c4, the Queen's Gambit. e6, the Queen's Gambit declined, and we develop our knight to increase the pressure on the pawn. And now we go ahead and take. I might actually really change the settings to go bishop g5 because it is annoying that I'm only getting 3 points for a win here. Because then it's going to take much longer to get to our end goal. Let's go e3. Let's go bishop d3. That's where the bishop belongs on this nice diagonal. Yeah. How's everything going, Albert? How's everything going with school? And yeah, let me know when you can pick up again. All right, let's see what he's going to do. Oh, but yeah, h6. Okay, let's go bishop h4. It's kind of funny. Somebody called me out on that the other day. He said, like, oh, there should be a counter of, like, let's see what he's going to do. All right, b6, that's not it, because now the pawn structure is kind of weak. Let's go knight f3. Knight bd7. All right, if I take, he recaptures. I'll just castle. Let's go rook c1. Trying to eye the pawn over here. All right, let's see what he's gonna do. Oh, there, yeah. Yeah. All right, sounds good. Yes, that is the current rate. All right, he goes c5. Okay, so let's see if I take, he might recapture, maybe bishop f5, maybe knight e5. I'm gonna go bishop f. Then he just takes in here and he's fine. All right, here's possible, but c4 bishop f5. She goes g6. Bishop h3 then g5. All right, well, let's go here. I want to go bishop a6 because then I trade off this bishop and this pawn becomes weaker. That's kind of the point. But it's not that easy because he can push. All right, let's see what he's going to do. All right, he goes c4. Okay, kind of want to do this. Sorry. Okay, I can also wait for him to go g5 and then take, well, whatever. Let's go bishop f5. Looks a little bit annoying. Want to go knight e5, maybe rook here. Yeah, I got a bit of a cold. It's a bit annoying. Okay, a5, that's definitely a mistake, because now it's almost impossible for him to get b5 in. We'll go rook d1, because eventually I want to go here. Then after takes, we have more pressure over here. Let's see what he's going to do. By the way, who do you guys have for the candidates? Okay, bishop 6, but now 95 is very good. Because, like, we have all sorts of ideas, like take, 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 or like here, and then taking here. I feel like he's about to collapse. SC pen, okay. Actually, maybe I should do a tier list, yeah? What do you guys think? Maybe I should do a tier list for the candidates? All right, let's see. So I can take, he recaptures. I can take here. Winning a pawn, if I go here, he takes. Now let's still in it. I can also go here. He goes here. And then maybe this, and then take, and then take here. Because then I will open up his king. Let's go knight c6. As we hit the queen, we hit this as well. If he goes here, I mean, I can take and take, but queen e6, he's still kind of in the game. I mean, he's kind of lost, but he doesn't have to resign just yet. Good question, Sidovic. All right, he goes there. All right, I'm gonna take, because if he recaptures, then I take here. Let's take. I mean, some people improve very quickly, right? And for others, it might take a bit longer. So anyway, well, let's take here. But with some already after like, you know, a few lessons, I can see like real improvement. You know, they might already jump up like at least 100 points or whatever. Okay, he has to recapture, but then we are gonna take here. He cannot recapture because that hangs his queen, and next up we are gonna take here and open up the black king. So we're doing very well here. Oh, he does go for it, but okay, we take. Okay, and we're definitely winning here. I might just push this pawn up. Can also go a4, but eh. Let's just push. You know, these pawns in the middle are pretty strong. Okay, goes there. I can push again, but I kind of want to keep the pawns a little bit connected, so let's go e4. Okay. Push. Push. Okay, good luck. Your knight is under attack. Okay. Push. At some point, maybe. Okay, goes there. He's okay. I can just go here and recapture. I'm gonna go h3 because I'm looking at the line a3 here. Take, take. Oh, but it is not even a move. But just making sure I can never get back rank checkmated. You know, just a good. I know Oman. He did his own series, building habits. This is just a good habit, right? Making some look for the king. All right, we hit the knight. If the knight moves, we can take here. See what he's gonna do. Oh, hello, Sari. Thank you. Thank you in the YouTube chat. All right, we take it, Porsche. Oh, 6 times I've said what? Chin Weicker. Let's see what he's gonna do. Did I say that 6 times? All right, he goes there. Okay, push. I mean, it would have been nicer to have, like, we could have maybe also done that, but this is good enough. Okay, we take and push, and now everything is kind of loose. Like, he cannot move. I mean, if he moves the knight, he hangs this. If he moves the bishop, he hangs this, or maybe just takes, so he's just completely lost. All right, let's see what he's gonna. Oh, yeah, I keep saying that. Already goes there. Okay, let's take. We get the 2 minor pieces for the rook. All right, we take. Drop a queen for a rook here, and this pawn is very close to promotion. All right, check. Now, okay, it's not that easy to push him completely over the edge, but I am. Let's go f4. Maybe f4, f5. Use that f pawn as a storm ram to really push him over the edge. Yeah, I have these little things that I keep saying. Okay, let's go f5, maybe f6. I was just about to say it. I was gonna say it, but I restrained myself. Okay, check and check, check. This was the Queen's Gambit decline, Strawwood Luffy. All right. Oh, well, that's just a free rook. We take it. Okay. All right, and now the end is near. All right, good game. All right, good stuff. Yes, we gain a whopping 3 points, so let's have a look. All right, so he goes for, we play the Queen's Gambit, and he goes for the Queen's Gambit decline. So we bring out our knight, and at some point we take and go bishop g5. You kind of want to wait for that knight, then take, and then bring out the bishop to create a pin. All right, here. All right, and yeah, I don't like b6 because I much rather prefer the pawn on c6 because then he has a very healthy pawn chain where every pawn defends each other. But with b6 now, if you ever go c6, this pawn is a little bit soft and the pawns are not fully connected. Let's see your question, half piquant. I have another new player question. I analyze my games using L-chess. How do I know the difference between some unfindable engine line and a human findable move? Similarly, how and right. Good question. I mean, I guess try to use your own, try to think for yourself, right? Like, if you think like, oh, that's an engine move, think like, hey, is that a move I could have found realistically? If the answer is no, then you could maybe classify it more as an engine move. Um, and right, and a real blunder is when it really impacts the evaluation, right? I mean, if it goes from like +2 for you to like -2, then we can call it a blunder. But if, let's say, the third best move, moves the evaluation from 0.3 to 0.2, we can't call it a blunder. We can call something a blunder if it really impacts the evaluation. Now I just have a cold knight endgame. Okay, anyway, we develop the knight, castle. Okay, the computer is saying queen c2. Rook c1 also fine move. He goes here. Perhaps bishop f5 right away. Right, queen e2 also not a bad move. Trying to go here. Trade off the bishop so that this pawn becomes a bit weaker. c4, bishop f5. He goes here. Big mistake. At least, a move like a6 would make more sense. So try to go b5 to keep everything connected. And after a5, I mean, I can always go a4 later on, and there's just a gap in his pawn structure. So we go here, and then 95, and now he's in big trouble because, like, there's just too many threats, and this pawn often starts hanging. After takes, this is also just gonna be gone any moment. So, Black's in big trouble. Anyway, he did this. Ew, this would have been better, but this is also good, hitting the queen and the bishop. All right, we take here. He cannot take with the knight. Then he hangs this. He took with the queen, but now we take, and he's just dead lost. He had to move the queen, but, after takes, he's going to have to open up his king, which is obviously not pretty. So he sacrificed the queen, but this is obviously just lost. We push and push, 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 create a little bit of loft, take the pawn, start opening things up, push, take, and obviously it's completely winning as we have a queen for just a rook, right? So check, check, take the rook, take that, and we go for checkmate. Okay, so nice win as we move to 2303. Jeez Louise, eh? All right, let's go ahead and start up another game. 21. Oh, come on. All right, well, let's go d4. All right, knight of 6. I mean, it's +4 for a win. Yeah, I'm not gonna play him at +4. I'm not gonna play him at +4. Okay, let's go c4. e6. Okay, so he might want to play the Nimzinian. Let's go knight c3. We invite the Nimzo, but he goes back into the Queen's Gambit declined. All right, we just take once again, and we go bishop to g5. All right, he goes bishop e7. We go e3. He goes bishop f5. Okay, but here, okay, queen f3. He can go here. But queen b3 makes a lot of sense, as I hit this and this. So whenever your opponent moves at the bishop early, you always want to be looking at a quick queen attack. Especially queen b3, hitting that b7 pawn should always be on your radar. And we hit d5, because if we take and take, it's gone. Let's see what he's going to do. As you guys like to say, those are your words, not my words. Let's see what he's going to do. I would never say that. Thank you to O Baron. Thank you. Glad you like the hat. Thank you, Con. Yeah, this hat was from the World Rapid and Blitz. Great event. Okay, b6. Okay, now white to play. White to playing with a pawn, okay? Let's see who's paying attention. All right. Well, obviously, we just take the knight, as now this starts hanging. It's going to recapture, and then I like queen takes. Because we're winning a pawn, so it already makes sense to take the game to the end game. Right? Where the extra pawn will count for even more. Now we're hitting the bishop and the rook, so he has no chance, no choice but to take. Nothing to think about. Hello, Maurice. Well, actually, I was already chewing gum, before it was cool. I was actually chewing gum, I think, in my game against Big Mac at the World Blitz, where I got this hat in 2024. Okay, good move. He's defending this and making sure I cannot cripple his pawn structure. Go here, goes here. Yeah, just gonna develop my knight. Let's see what he's gonna do. But in a way, I mean, so I keep saying that, but it's not a bad way to think about it, like you make your move and then let's see what he's gonna do, right? Don't stress about it. Because some people are like, okay, well, anyway, let's move the knight back. Goes knight here. Let's go king d2, e-cast. Want to go bishop d3 because he's got the bishop here, so it makes sense to trade that off. Okay, let's go bishop d3. Let's see what he's gonna do. Hello, Tom. Takes, okay, we recapture. We're happy to get rid of his bishop pair. Go c5. Go here. And let's go here. Activate the rook. Yes, of course, Tom. He's a good player. Okay, let's go knight d5 or knight b5. Knight b5 looks annoying because we threaten this. You kind of go here. And even if he moves the rook anywhere else, then he might hang this. So getting this annoying threat. I mean, 95 also would have been good to get rid of his bishop, but this is also good. Thank you, Chinwag. Yeah. Well, Okay, I think whenever this gets uploaded to YouTube, there will be a sneeze counter and a let's see what he's gonna do counter. So I will let the people figure it out in the comments. I have no idea, but it's bad. The sneezing especially. Yeah. Alright. Okay, let's see what he's gonna do. Threaten this. Goes rookie 70 cast, okay. Can go here and here if I want. Let's just activate the other rook. Alright, he takes, we're gonna recapture. Okay, takes, let's... Okay, can take this way or this way. Hmm. Let's take this way. Okay, goes there. Let's kick him around. Okay, goes there. Let's go rook c4. Maybe trying to trade off. My idea is here, here, here. And even if he makes some move, then rook a8. And he cannot defend this properly. He goes there. Alright, I can go knight c7. And then if I can get a second rook on a 7 rank, it's just over. Let's do it. He has to take, because he's forked. Okay, we take. Alright, he goes there. He's trying to activate his rook, but we want to keep the rook passive, so let's go b5. Marie Sash, I'm going to mutter those words next time I play someone over the board. Yep. Okay, let's see what he's going to do. My idea is to go here and here. If we can achieve that, it's just GG, honestly. Ah, but maybe he can make some loft. Nah, he should be lost. Okay, he goes there. Alright, I think I'm going to go here. Yeah, let's go here. I want to bring in the second rook to establish my dominance. Alright, he goes there, but now we go here. He has to go passive with this. And now we go here, and he's offering me a draw. No, for me a win, for you a draw. Well, I can just take here. If he takes, I take. If he takes, I take. So we win a second pawn. This is a nice little tactic. Okay, he takes, but we just take. We've won another pawn, and now we're gonna win one more. Okay, nice win. Nice win here with white. Let's have a look. Okay, so we go d4, knight f6, c4, e6, knight c3, d5, and we take and go bishop to g5. Once again, we create this pin. Goes here, and yeah, you have to be really, like, I understand that he did this before I could go here, but that's the problem, because it runs into a quick queen b3, and he's having problems over here and here. Now, actually, queen b3 is not the move, because he had here, and like, okay, if I take, he gets really good compensation, so that's not it. And now if I take, he can just recapture. And also I cannot take here because, like, check, and he wins this. So apparently what we should have done is flip the move order, take here first, and then queen b3. Hitting this, and now we do win a pawn. Alright, anyway. He goes here, now we just take and take, go up a pawn. He has to trade. And, you know, being up a pawn in endgame is pretty good. We develop the knight, bring the knight back. There's a king here. And we trade off the bishop pair, because that was the one thing he had. It's one thing going for him, the bishop pair, but once we get rid of that, he's got absolutely nothing for the pawn. Alright, so here, move our king back, activate the rook, jump up with the knight, threatening a little forky, activate the other rook, recapture, take, push him away, double up the rooks, come in with this, and we should be able somehow to get the 2 rooks on the 7 rank. So we go here, keep his rook passive. Okay, we double up on the 7 rank. What if, yeah, if actually, yeah. Yeah, that actually makes some sense, because I forgot that he often has check here. I mean, I'm probably winning with take in here. And then king d3. But, you know, he checks in here. Like, we're winning, but the game goes on. But you're right. Okay, but once we go here, it's just over. He has to go here. Now, maybe this was not it, actually. Because he definitely had to take a rook c8. And, you know, he still has a chance to fight on. But it should be lost. But after this, we just take another pawn. And, yeah, that's just it. Right, he took, but now we take. And we were going to win a 3rd pawn as well, so he resigned. Okay, so nice win. Hello, Flakar. Welcome. Yes, Flakar. So first of all, I have a great course for you. It's a starting out course that will be perfectly suited for your level. And then second of all, I've been doing the speedrun where we started all the way down in the 400s. So make sure to check that out as well. But what I really recommend you do is that, you know, just try to play as many games as possible. First of all, that. But try to do a lot of puzzles. Really like a lot of puzzles. You know, because that's how games are decided, by whether or not you spot those patterns. So do a lot of puzzles. And I think it's normal. I mean, if you started chess last week that you're around 600, I mean that's not bad. That's really not bad. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't. Yeah. All right, anyway, let's do another game. Okay, 20-200. Okay, good. Okay, let's go ahead and go d4. Okay. So it's +8 for a win. Let's see what he's going to do. Okay, he goes d5, and let's go c4, the Queen's Gambit. Okay, let's see. Okay, he goes e6 to the Queen's Gambit decline. We've seen this a lot. So as you guys probably know by now, we go knight c3, developing the knight and increasing the pressure on the center, knight f6, and now we take. He's probably going to recapture, and now we go bishop g5, going for the pin. C6, and we go e3. Good question. Yeah, I mean, I have a good idea, top dog bro, but I'm not going to answer that question. All right, he goes there. Well, I can tell you guys. All right, he castles, so let's go knight f3. I mean, when I think about online chess, one name that definitely comes to mind is the Jospin, because I feel like in many important tournaments or matches, he's beaten me. That's, you know, made quite a bit of a difference. So that's definitely one name that comes to mind. Anyway, goes h6, let's go bishop h4, rook e8, and we castle. All right, let's see what he's going to do. Bishop e6 is active, but, you know, this pin, Remains unsolved. He goes bishop b6, but now I like the move queen b3 as we hit this and we force him to react. Like he doesn't quite want to do this or this. Goes there. Now I can take if I want to, and I think I should. Because if I go queen c2, he goes here, and it looks pretty fine for him. So I'm going to go ahead and take. Now, I think he should take and give me double pawns as well. There he goes. Okay, we recapture. All right, and let's go knight h4. I want to try to control this square. Thank you, Jasper. Goes there. Okay, let's go knight f5. I mean, he can take, but I feel like he should be worse. There goes bishop f8 to defend this. Could consider b4. Because if he takes, I take. I don't know, hard to say, but I feel like this pawn should count for something, so I'm just going to do it. I mean, if I don't do it, he's going to go e5, so I'm going to play it while I still can. Okay, let's see what he's going to do. All right, he goes knight b6. But now I like b5 to try to loosen up the structure. Being said, it's not the end of the world for him. You can go here. But I'll still play it. Try to give him some slight weaknesses. Okay, let's see what he's going to do. Oh wait, I just realized he might go knight c4, and then, like, after b3 he has 92. Yeah, and there he goes. Okay. Should probably take, he recaptures, and then it's a little bit awkward to defend that. Let's go ahead and take. b3 goes here. He goes here. This is probably a slight inaccuracy. I probably should have played here first so that he does not have here. But okay. Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, no, I want to go here, but he goes here. That's a problem. Because I don't think I'm trapping the knight there, actually. I might have to take, but I don't really want to do that. Although, let's go here. If he goes here, we're going to go here. If here, then I want to do this. That's the plan. Okay, let's see what he's going to do. Because I want to kick the knight away. So be careful, because I cannot take anymore, because then he does this. But I think b3 is there. Down on here. Okay, probably have to do this. Not 100% sure about what we're doing here. What? That's got to be a mouse slip, but we'll just accept it. Yeah, sorry, bro. All right, well, we win. Okay, we move on to 23-15. Let's have a look. So d4, d5, c4, e6, knight c3, knight f6, take, and we go bishop g5. All right, so all this is pretty standard. He goes here, bishop d6. We just develop our bishop to d3. We've been seeing this quite a lot. Goes here, and we go knight f3. All right, h6, we just move the bishop back. Goes here, and we castle. And once again, whenever you see that bishop move, you want to go here, but actually a much better move. Hello, Great Horned Toad. Good to see you. This was not the best move. The best move actually would have been here, because we want to go f4, and that would be really annoying for black. He doesn't have a good way to get rid of this knight. I mean, obviously he cannot take, and then we're going to strengthen it with f4, so that would have been the best move. Instead, I went here, trying to provoke a weakness, but he went here, now I took. And okay, to be fair, this endgame isn't too bad for him, but we go knight h4. This is definitely going to be annoying. He goes here. And apparently this was not it. The computer says I should do this. And then knight e2. And then like this. Interesting. But I went here. Could have maybe taken. Right, probably like take. And then like knight f8, e6, and maybe knight g7, f5. It's not so bad. But do you move back? Yeah, this was not it. This was not a good move. He should have just taken, and like he's fine. But anyway, he went here, b5, he goes here. Alright, we took, defended the pawn, he went here. We defended it again, trying to go here, and here we were a little bit fortunate that he mouse with this, and so we just won the game. Alright, so nice win as we move to 23-15. We're getting closer and closer. Okay, alright, so let's go d4. Goes d5, and we go c4. Queen's Gambit. Okay, c6 against the Slav. I like the exchange Slav. And then we develop our knights to f3 and c3. Let's go knight c3. And our bishop is almost always going to develop to f4. Okay, let's see what he's going to do. Goes queen b6. Okay, so he's hitting this. I think here the move is a3. He takes, that's risky. I go here, he goes back, and then like bishop d2. Threatening e3 or e4. And also now later, if I do this and he goes here, I can kick him with b4. a3 is the move here, if I remember correctly. Alright, let's see what he's going to do. By the way, guys, I have good news for you guys. My courses will be on sale soon. So he goes a6. Okay, I think we should go at a4. If I go here, oh, I can go e3. He cannot take, then he's trapped. But, you know, it does make sense to just go here right away. So let's do it. Let's kick him back. If he goes here, we go b4. Let's see, are they already on sale? They might be. Oh yeah, they are. They are on sale. I think they are. Wait, or are they not? No, not all of them, but the Accelerated Dragon is on sale. Yep. Okay, guys, now's the time. Okay, checks. Okay, the point is the block would be 4, of course. Alright, we'll see. We'll see, Top Dog, bro. We'll see. Okay, goes there. Let's go. Let's continue our development with e3. Goes there. Okay, but now knight c5 makes a lot of sense as we hit this right away. And he's gonna have to defend it in an awkward way. Like b6 is not there because it hangs this. So let's see what he's gonna do. b6, okay, but we say thank you very much. as we threaten knight c7 as well. And by the way, bishop e5 because could be pretty annoying as well. Okay, goes e5, but okay, we take. So we hit the knight. Goes there. Okay, I like bishop e5, creating another pin. You see with every move I'm creating a threat, right? And that's why he cannot defend. Okay, takes. Okay, I can just take. I can take. But I can also take here, which is also pretty good. And if he goes here, this is also pretty bad. I like the idea of taking the knight. But, let's take. Put him in check. Okay, he goes there. Let's take another pawn. Ah, wait, he's got here. Hmm. Yeah, I cannot go up because of this. Okay. That's pretty sloppy. Yeah, okay, we'll have to go king of one because we cannot allow a fork. We also couldn't take. Yeah, that's pretty sloppy. Made a mess out of this. We were completely winning. I mean, we're still probably winning, but a little bit messier than it should be. Okay, guys, yeah, but yeah, check out the courses. They are on sale. The Accelerated Dragon course, that is. Okay, knight c3. Okay, so let's see. Queen c4 comes to mind. Also takes a queen c4. If he takes, I take. Can I win? Let's go queen c4. Oh, gotta be careful, eh? Because, like, there he's fine. Right, and I don't have a check. We'll go here anyway. As we hit this, if I take, takes. 94 though. Can also take, and I'll have to recapture. Can I do this because of here? Yeah. Okay, so I'll have to take. Yeah, it isn't sloppy. Yeah. Okay, can I go here? Yeah, but he just goes here. I mean, I cannot take. I guess we'll just trade. Like maybe 94. Yeah, this is really bad. I was completely winning. Okay, let's go g4. So create this square for the king. I mean, should still be doing well, but it's definitely a lot messier now. Okay, yeah, it goes there. So king g2, he's gonna take now. Okay, I can take. Like, I'm a little bit worried if he does this and just starts running. Like, I don't know. Can also just move this. Let's take. Okay, he takes that way, but I think that's a bit slower, because now maybe I just go knight g5 with the 4 key. Let's go knight g5. As we hit both pawns, still, it's tricky. Like, you can maybe, like, move his rook, start pushing this, and all my pieces are over here. Like, and this knight is perfectly positioned to support it, so we definitely made a mess out of this. This is really bad. Hello, Sphinxine. Hello, Six. Hello, France. Alright, he goes there. Okay, we take. The good thing is now our knight can always come back to defend. Okay, goes there, can give a check. But he goes here. I think I'll go here. Okay, if take. Definitely annoying if he just starts pushing the pawn. No, I don't play Belgrade Gambit. No. The cores are... this one is on sale already. Wait, I'm going to step away for just a second. Okay, let's see. Obviously, we'll have to recapture. Yeah, no, now you can get it for an even better price. Okay, goes there. Okay, I think I'm gonna go here. Can go 92. Can also go king f3 to stop this. But actually, I have to still be careful because, like, he might start. I'm really worried about this. Okay, I'm gonna go here, activate the rook. If he goes here, we might do this. Wait, so let's calculate. So here, here. He goes here, check, here, push, check, here, check. We're winning. Let's go here. Rook e7 is now a big idea. Yes, we hang this, but we go here. This game was sloppy, but rook e7 will be a key idea. Oh no, wait. I said king f3, but he has checkmate. Wait, so after that check, I might have to go here, check. We might have thrown. Okay, I have to go here. Goes there, but okay, now I check him. If buddy, I check. Right, but here I think the symbol is simply d78. That is over. Okay, goes there. And now we're gonna take the knight. Or not. Check. Haha. Yep. Got you guys there, huh? Okay, well, checkmate. Okay, so let's have a look at this game. This was definitely a little bit sloppy. It's a d4, we go d5. Okay, so against the Slav, I like the exchange Slav. We bring in our knights to f3 and c3. Bishop comes out f4. And then we want to meet this move with a3. Right, so if he takes, it's really dangerous because we go here and like bishop d2, turning e3 or e4. So he did this, but now we attack the queen. We push it back, and we continue our development. And now just knight c5 looks really annoying because he has a hard time defending this. Like queen c8 is not it. He went here, but that hangs a pawn. And look at this, as early as move 12, we're +4. So if you guys would listen to me, you know, we're you can just crush these guys. e5 we take here, bishop e5 he takes. This was good. Oh yeah, but just bishop takes. Right, this was sloppy. I missed this, and yeah, he's fully back in the game. This was a big throw, because I cannot recapture because that hangs this. So that was a big throw. I had to do this, of course, and if here, I mean, I guess just like take. I mean, We go up like a million pawns and we're winning. But this was sloppy. Now he goes here, I had to go here, he goes here. Take. Alright, take, I took. And now I cannot defend this, so I play g4 because I figure like, if I'm gonna win one of these pawns anyway, it might make sense to already push up the board a little bit. And I keep this g3 square for my bishop in case I want to defend this. And of course, I want to clear the g2 square for my rook. So here, he took. Yeah, and here I thought he had to take with the bishop because, I mean, he's only down one pawn, and this is a very simple plan. So he's actually doing completely fine here, according to the computer. But he did this, we went knight g5. I think, again, he should have, like, just started pushing. This was too slow, as I just take. And here, and he's just losing a bunch of time. Again, though, he should push, but he goes here. Now we activate our own rook. He goes here, rook c7. I'm gonna do this. He took, but rook e7 is coming and he's in big trouble. He went here, check. He goes here, we just queen. He went here, but now check and mate. Okay, so nice win. So we moved to 23-17. Okay, we're playing with white against pasta fish. With white, we've been going 1d4. e5, and we go c4. Now he goes e6, the queen's gambit decline, and we go knight to c3. All right, he goes knight f6, and here we take on d5. So we wait for the knight to appear here, then we trade and we go bishop g5, going for the pin. All right, let's see what he's going to do. Yeah, let me know if anyone has any questions about it. I mean, to me, it looks like a really cool trailer and movie. So make sure to check it out. All right, so knight to d7. Oh, free pawn. I can just take this, because if he takes, then I take here, and he gives a check, and I lose my queen. Haha, nice try, my guy. Obviously, we're not going to fall for that. Let's go e3. Go c6. Let's go bishop to d3. That's where the bishop belongs. Let's see what he's going to do. Okay, bishop e7. Let's go h3 so that I can often drop back my bishop on this diagonal. And it has that h2 square. It goes castles. And now we go queen to c2. h6, and we go bishop f4. Yeah, that's a typical trap, half piquant. A typical trap that a lot of victims have fallen for. But fortunately, you came to a great place at a great time to learn. Right? Goes rook e8. Let's go knight f3. Let's see what he's gonna do. Goes knight f8. Let's go castles. It's okay, Sornik. All right, so yeah, once again, big shout out to How to Make a Killing for sponsoring the stream. Really do appreciate them. Yeah, and I'm sure the movie is gonna be amazing. Let me check. All right, let's see what black is gonna do. All right, rook d8. Okay, I can take. But I think I'll just go knight e4 right away. But there's nothing wrong with taking. We'll go knight e4 right away to potentially take here. All right, let's see what they're gonna do. Maybe, rook d1, doubling up the rooks. All right. That is a good question, half piquant. Well, I definitely hope you can definitely learn from the other games. I mean, I also hope you learn from this one. Okay, let's go rook c3. moving the rook over. And now I also have ideas of knight f5 potentially. That could be really dangerous. Or rook here. Let's see, goes knight e6. Looking at this. Okay, let's go knight f5. Threatening knight e7 with the fork. King h7, okay. Now I think just here, although knight e6 also pretty good. What does he do if I go here? Because I hit that. We'll go knight e6. I mean, if here. I mean, we hit this and this. Okay, takes. Okay, I don't want to do this. I'll just take with the bishop. Okay, he's hitting my bishop, so let's just move it back to safety. Bishop d5, okay. Can take, then that activates his queen, so I'm gonna go here. Okay, can I do this? Like, can I punish him for doing this? Is the big question. Maybe I have b4. Maybe not even moves then. I feel like there's got to be something. So I kind of just want to go for that line. Let's take with the queen. Maybe he can take, but I want to go b4, turning this. Bishop d5 got here. So taking a slight gamble here, but I feel like there's got to be something. I'm turning queen e3 for the moment. But good question, half piquant. Okay, let's go b4, turning queen c2. Even if he creates a square. Okay, but g6, you know, queen f6 looks crushing. Queen e8, okay, but now I just check, and we win the bishop, and that's it. All right, so nice win as we move to 23, 49. Very good. Okay, let's have a look at this game. This game was a lot smoother. Yeah, I mean, can win not so smooth games, yeah. All right, d4, d5, c4, e6, knight c3, knight f6. Okay, so we take, bishop g5. Here, and yeah, here, typical trap. We should not take on d5. Because of this, and we lose the queen right back, and we go down a piece. Right, black has two knights and a bishop. We've got one knight and bishop, so that would not be good. So instead, we just continue, bring out the bishop. h3 is pretty typical, so that our bishop can always go back here, queen c2, we move the bishop back here, knight f3, and I'd say here white's generally a little bit better, you know, like black's pieces are slightly stepping on each other's toes. I quite like these positions for white. All right, so it goes here, we go castles, a6. Okay, I go here, and it goes c5, but now after it takes in here, this pawn is quite weak. And I think we can do this. Wait a second. It says takes, and it says takes. But I thought here, right, I saw this. Okay, so if knight to king of 1, and I win, because I win the knight. But the computer is saying he can do this. I mean, I saw that, but I didn't. Oh, I mean, black has a rook and a bishop, and he's gonna get a pawn, and my king is a bit weak. So this would have been a nice find if he had done that. And black would have been okay. And the thing is like, okay, if I recapture, then I don't have the bishop pair anymore, I've got double pawns, and also here, black is actually doing okay. But he went here, now I went here. I probably should have played like here, and just recapture to keep the pawn structure intact. The pawn structure is pretty important, because this pawn could be weak, and now with the pawn on e3, I have this nice d4 square for my knight. Yeah, I went here, he went here. I should have gone bishop d6 to stop this. Okay, I went here, knight b4. Good move. Hitting this and this. So I played here. So that also after take, bishop f5, I mean, it's not a real concern as there's no rook hanging on b1. Okay, activate the knight, move the rook over. Now knight f5 is pretty strong. He definitely had to go rook c5, making sure that this is not a fork, this is not a fork. But he went here. Now we go for the 4 key, and we win material. Take. We just move the bishop back. And yeah, we're up. An exchange on a pawn, b4. And this bishop is actually in the top spot. Bishop d5, and here. So he went here, but now he just loses the bishop. Okay, so we win another nice game. Move to 23-15. Okay, we're playing at 22-70. Let's go d4. You're playing him at +6. Okay, so goes c6, so he probably wants to play the Caro or the Slav. Now, even in the Slav, I don't like this move because you limit your options. In some cases, you might want to go c5. So I recommend, even if you play the Slav, that you just play d5 on the first turn. All right, but we're going to go c4. Goes d5, and I like the exchange Slav. What was the last? I don't know, east side. We're good with anything here. Knight c6, let's go knight c3. Okay, so our knights almost always go to f3 and c3. Okay, and then after that, we develop our bishop to f4. Okay, goes bishop f5, and now we can go queen b3 right away, but I like playing e3 first. e6, and now we go queen b3, hitting the pawn. But he's playing this well. This is probably the best line. Like I said, I'm working on the Slav course for black. This is also what I'm going to recommend. Okay, so we're hitting the pawn. Let's see how he's going to deal with that. Queen b6, okay, but this is a slight inaccuracy, because now he's getting the doubled isolated pawns. And we're going to go after his light squared bishop. Okay, let's see what he's going to do. Yeah. All right, bishop g6. I can trade right away, but I don't think there's a rush. If he goes here, I can probably still get the bishop anyway. So I'm going to go rook c1. The reason for that is that he might try to go bishop b4, and there we have it, hitting this pawn, but I can just go a3 now. And after this, everything is nicely defended. Now, like I said, I'm currently working on a Slav course. Maybe after that, we'll do a d4 course as well. Let's recapture with the rook. And so then, if we'll have the accelerated dragon speedrun, the Slav speedrun, and the Queen's Gambit speedrun, you guys will be fully set with all the courses. Okay, he castles. Now, we shouldn't delay this move forever, so let's go ahead and trade. Get the bishop pair. He's taking his time, but I think he should do that. Now we have a few options. We can go bishop e5. We can go f3 as well. This could be slightly annoying. But okay, this could be slightly annoying as well. But okay, in case he goes here, at the very least, I can keep my bishop on the board. I'll go f3 because this move is annoying me. I just want to stop it altogether. He's probably going to move a rook over. We'll probably go like here. I just have to make sure he doesn't get any funny counterplay. Let's go king d2. If I can go, let's say bishop d3 and rook here, I think, or like bishop e5 for that matter, and rook here, I think I'm more or less winning. But okay. And try to do some funny stuff. But okay, here. Okay, b3. Okay. I might have to go b3. And if he takes, check here, we're okay. If I go here, he goes here, which is annoying. Because if here, b5, the knight's kind of solid over there. And knight h5 I still have here. 6 here, just have to. Let's go b3. Slight concession. But okay, just want to stop this. Because if I were to take, then he takes, and then this comes. And okay, if takes, check. We're fine. We have some long-term advantages. These pawns are weak. I have the bishop pair. So we have a lot of long-term trumps in this position. Okay, let's see what he's going to do. Okay, goes knight c6 back. He's hitting this, so I have a few options. Can either go e4 or b4. But if I do go b4, I have to make sure that he never gets a knight here. I don't think he should. I'll go a4. Like, yes, we're conceding this square for the moment, but I feel like we should always be able to kick him away. I mean, I don't know, we'll check afterwards. Maybe b4 was better. Okay, 800 after 1 month is pretty good. Trohan. I'd say just play a lot of games, do a lot of puzzles, and that should be a good first step in the right direction. Right, so if I go here, take, I have 92 right away. Okay. Take, and like anything. Maybe bishop d6 even right away. Oh no, wait, he's got here. Well, then bishop d3. But it is not a thing. Alright, let's see. We're doing pretty well here. Once again, you might think like, okay, we're underdeveloped, but that's not a problem. Because, like I said, we hold all these long-term trumps. Let's go bishop b2, trying to bring the other rook in. Bishop b5 also would have been a good move. Probably would have been a better move, but okay. Okay, let's see what he's going to do. Rook c6. Okay, let me go here. Can also go rook c1. And then here. Okay, this is slightly annoying. I'll go bishop b5. Takes, I take. And okay, his knight's under attack, probably has to go back. I go like here. And we're having quite a bit of pressure on his queen side. Okay, let's see what he's going to do. We're hitting the rook, so I think he just has to take. Okay, so obviously we recapture, hitting the knight. I think he just has to jump back. Okay, we'll activate the rook. He's probably going to do the same. And then we'll just move back. It's not so easy. I mean, we're definitely better, but it's not that easy to make progress. Alright, so let's move the king back. Okay, goes 97. Now here, I like to move bishop d6 to make sure that he cannot bring his king. And I guess he can go f6. Another move I like is h4. I'm going to go h4. I don't want to allow him to go g5. I want his pawn structure to be a little bit stuck. Okay, let's see. Okay, he goes f6. Okay, maybe now here. And then g4. Okay, we'll go bishop d6. Make sure it's difficult for him to bring the king in. And we'll go g4. But again, it's like, it's not easy to break through. Let's go g4. Now this pawn is always a little bit soft, so I can always drop back and hit it. Had he gone g5, then all the pawns would have been connected. But now we gave him a small weakness over here. So he's a little bit stuck. That's why he's taking his time here. He's like, hey, what do I do? It's not so easy for him to move. Well, infinite knight. Yeah, that was pretty unfortunate for Hikaru. He definitely should have won that one, but he didn't. Because he was just leading with like time about to run out, but it happens. It happens. Okay, I'm looking at b4. Although, no wait, he will take and go knight f6. So I think we're going to go g5, because, okay, I don't want to allow him to take and go knight f6 and get counterplay. We're going to go here to completely restrict the cast. Now this knight is stuck. 5 is not an option. Like, he can sit and do nothing. Still, the question is, how do we push him over the edge? One idea could be to maybe go b4 and a5, take, followed by a6. We're just slowly but surely trying to make inroads. So yeah, I think b4 is going to be the follow-up. Thank you, Ken. Yep. Okay, goes there. Okay, let's continue with b4. As I want to go a5, take, and then a6. Now, he can move the knight, but then I will take and go bishop e5, and he's got trouble defending this because he's in this pin. Okay, if that goes there. Okay. Okay, now a5 is a move because if take, go bishop b7 and we win. But you might go like take and knight a7. So I think here we have to be patient for a move. Maybe rook h1 followed by h5, trying to open him on that side of the board. Or maybe we'll just pass him the move. Because, okay, let's say he goes here, and we were to take, and he takes, and we take, and he takes. I don't know, he's got a good chance to draw there. He offers me a draw. No, thank you. No, thank you, buddy. Let's go here. Try to go h5. What is that disrespect? That is completely disrespectful. Okay, let's see what he's going to do. Yes, but that cannot be it. First of all, can maybe just go h5 anyway. Yeah, actually h5 anyway. If take, I'm threatening a nasty checkmate over here. See if this. So I take. I can also go king d3. Okay, I like h5. So h6 is there, by the way. Okay, can I take. 95. That's got to be winning. I don't care. Let's just go for it. h5. Wait, what do you mean 2600 for life? Alright, he takes. Okay, let's take here. Can't go h6, but I don't think it's it. Let's take. Threatening mate. He's gonna take, I'll take. He's got here, and it's kind of annoying, because it does work out for him. I mean, yeah. I can maybe do this, though. c4, take, that's winning. I'll do this. King d4, king f4, take. Let's go rook h7. If I go here, and if I take then he takes. If I take, he's out of the pin. I think this is good. He cannot defend this. If this pawn drops, he's gonna be in big trouble. Can throw in a check, but I go here, check here. Let's say here. Looks bad. Looks really bad. What is your... No, answer your question, Evan. There's okay, now we just say thank you very much as we take the knight. I don't know. I mean, yeah, Hikaru definitely should have won that match against Ali Reza. I don't know. I mean, yeah, maybe. I don't know. All right. Maybe it is age catching up. Who knows? Anyway. So we win this one. Let's have a look. This was a nice game. That's a d4. Okay, so we go for the exchange Slav. And so we develop our knights to f3 and c3. Bishop f4. Okay, he goes here. And then e3. And we go queen b3, hitting the pawn. Alright, so queen b6 already a slight inaccuracy. The best move definitely is bishop e4. He goes here. Now we take and knight h4, and we're a bit better because he's got these double isolated pawns. Also going after the bishop, he goes here, rook c1, typical move. We can go a3 and nicely secure the queen side. So take, take. Take, take. And like I said, although a lot of trumps here, maybe bishop d3 would have been best. Knight e4 I can just take, but f3 also fine. Stopping this. Move the king. Stop knight c4. Goes here, hitting the pawn, so we just defended it. Okay, bishop here. I should have gone bishop e5, but here I corrected my mistake. Take, take, and we're definitely much better here, but it's not easy to win. It's not easy to win. Right, so we go, I would play rook c1. Ew. Computer says this. And then b4. Wow. Wow. That's really interesting. And if this, it thinks this is just winning. But okay. It's not very intuitive to give up my bishop here voluntarily. Right, so I move my king. Okay, h4, fixing these pawns a little bit. He definitely had to bring in the king at some point. Because now we go here, and he's kind of frozen. Now maybe I should have played for this e4 break. I probably should have. I played g4, f5, and g5, making sure his knight is stuck. Here, apparently this again. Anyway, I played b4, he goes here. Again, it keeps saying this. But I went here, trying to open up a second front. He definitely had to do this. So that here he would have been just in time to stop my rook. And in case of this, he still has knight f6 and he's fine. But he played here, now h5, and I think he's just lost. He's not in time. Take, take. Take, take. Threatening mate. So he went here. And now I go here, and he's having a hard time defending this. Here, but that's just a free knight. And so we won and moved to 23-55. Okay, so good stuff. Very good. Oh, and we are getting the white pieces. Okay, let's go d4. But here's a course on chess.com. Marwan, stop it. Okay, he goes d5. Let's go c4, the Queen's Gambit. All right, he takes, and we go knight to f3. Interesting question in the chat. Does chess cause hair loss? I mean, I'm doing okay, but, you know, I don't know. Maybe it could from the stress. Let's take the bishop. Yeah, so here's the thing. I remember at lower levels we went e4, but I also really like this setup. Just playing for a solid small advantage. Let's castle. a6 is the main move here. Let's see if he knows. Knight c6. Okay, and here... Okay, I honestly don't know. Okay, let's see. I mean, we could take... Just play that endgame. We can go knight c3. Then we might have to take on. But he could also not take. He can also go like here. And then, I don't know, we can go like here and here. Maybe we'll just play the endgame. But okay. It's a little bit boring. Should be able to do this. Hello? Can he go e... Well, if he goes here, then I'll take. We don't know. We don't know. Okay, let me go knight c3. I think it's the move, and we'll check afterwards. No, but the Queen's Gambit would be the next topic. Okay, he goes here. I'm going to go queen e2 because I want to clear the d1 square from my rook. Yes, I realized that for the moment I was saying that, but he did not take. Okay, let's go rook d1. Trying to take a pawn. He might take a recapture h6. Those make some sense because he's taking away the g5 square from my bishop. But I'm kind of tempted now to try to build up some sort of attack. Okay, bishop f4 makes sense. I wanna really try to like set up this battery. Like bishop here and here. I don't know how to do it though. d5, by the way, also an idea. Take, 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 take. Should give me a slight initiative. This loses. I like good food, huh? Let's go d5. I don't know if it's best, maybe bishop f4, but I think we should get a good play in the center, huh? Okay, takes. Let's recapture it with the holes. What is that question? Okay, takes, obviously. We recapture. True econs. Yeah, queen c7. Okay, good move, good move. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it might not be much, honestly. But again, I have the slightly more active pieces. Wait, queen e4 could be interesting. Because I'm setting up some cheesy cheese. Like, let's look at this. Here. No, wait, doesn't even. But okay, I can do this. Go queen e4. I'm setting up this idea, because then I have here, and then I take, and that should be winning somehow. I mean, at the very least, check here and take looks pretty good. But even like knight g, no, then he is here. But okay, he goes there. But now, okay, this doesn't really work anymore because he's got bishop g7. But I can go bishop f4, and we hit this. He can move, but then bishop d6. Okay, we're creating quite a few threats one after another, so I feel pretty good about our chances to create something here. Queen d7. Okay, voluntarily stepping into the default. It looks pretty risky. Taking over here. That being said, I don't know if I actually have anything. If I take, he goes. Maybe just like queen c4. Yeah, I like queen c4. My idea is like, if he moves the queen, I go here. Hit this, and then this starts hanging. I don't know. He takes, very greedy. Let's go here, but he just moves back, and then, I don't know. I don't know if I, yeah. If I go here, it just moves. Okay, I'm gonna go h3. I don't know. Tough. I don't think I have like a knockout blow. Hello, Omega. And I hope you guys, okay, knight a5, that looks odd, but maybe it's okay. Can go here. Hmm. I don't know. I feel like there's got to be something, but I don't see it. I mean, if here, maybe I can take and like here. Yeah, this doesn't work. It's so unfortunate. There's no follow-up there. Oh, but that's a blunder, because now he allows bishop d6. And if he takes, okay, we have this. Okay, so finally he blunders, good. Yeah, bishop d6, and we win material. And like after this, it's gonna have to watch out that this doesn't come in as well. Okay, goes there. Good move. Alright, we can take. Can also throw rook e1 first, but then he goes here. I think we'll take, he recaptures. And then maybe queens. Alright, let's take. Oh, but that lose the game on the spot as we also pick up the knight. He had to take the queen, of course. Alright, can go here, but you know, it's a full knight, so sometimes just pick the simple option. Alright. Okay, this game was not easy at, you know, for some time, but he made some mistakes, some blunders, and we were able to win. But definitely a good game to analyze. Well, because after knight g5, he would be able to take. Okay, he plays on, but obviously it's completely lost as he's down a rook. Go queen c7. Trying to increase the pressure. Maybe at some point we can take. We could have also taken right away. He goes here. Can do that. Can do this. Everything is winning. Let's do this. Goes down. Yeah, the back rank is always covered. Okay, let's take here. I'm gonna take here as well. All right, takes. Let's take. Obviously, we recapture. Okay, we're up a full rook body. Okay, time to resign. Okay, we're up a rook and 2 pawns. Okay, he's fighting on, but it's not gonna make a difference. Okay, this game is about to be over. Push. Push. Tap bishop. All right, let's give a check, and we're gonna make a new queen as well. Okay, we'll get +5, so we'll move to 2370 after this game. Go here. Hello, Great Horned Toad. Okay, make a queen. Okay, let's just finish off this game quickly. Okay, and now we can just give checks until it's made. All right, so I hope that made sense, everyone. I mean, this game, yeah, like I said, it was not that easy at some points. Check. 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 And is he gonna stall it out? I mean, are you serious? Okay, and checkmate. Okay, good stuff. All right. Okay, let's analyze this game. He played the Queen's Gambit, accepted. All right, so we're going knight f3 and e3. The reason why we're going knight f3 is to stop e5. Goes here, we take. He goes here, we castle. Knight c6, and knight c3 is a good move. Let's see, knight c3 is good. Queen e2 as well. I think this is generally how we should play here. All right, he goes here, and then queen e2. Yep. Okay, we can also take and play for e4. Rook d1 is also good. Take. Saying knight takes, but to me that doesn't make sense, because here we have the isolated pawn, but that also gives us more space, so I feel like we should keep pieces on the board. Goes here, and now yeah, d5 was a bit premature. Should have maybe played bishop f4 first, because he's slightly cramped. And then maybe like here, or d5. So d5, right, this was premature, because he's okay here. Queen e4, tricky move, setting up this, but yeah, just bishop f6 and move the queen, and black is fine. Queen e7 was the best move, the second best. Sonic, study good opening for black against e4 and a good opening against d4. Know what you're doing with white, and try to do a lot of puzzles, and really just play as much as you can. Play. Like, play as many games as you can. That's, yeah, the most important. All right. Anyway, he goes here. Okay, we go queen c4. He takes. And I think he actually can, because I don't have any tactics. Like, it's really annoying. This is not available. So I just played h3. Just to, maybe stop this. Create some room for my king. Computer saying rook d8. But anyway, he did this. Queen c2. Right. Okay, maybe he could have moved back, or like queen f5, but this was a big mistake. Bishop e6, and that's GG. So we hit the queen. If the queen moves, we take here. It goes here, we take. Okay, he had to take with the queen, after which white is winning, but he did this, and we win the knight as well, and the rest wasn't too difficult. Okay, we go here, we take another pawn, we trade off, we take here, we push the pawn, and the rest, obviously, was very simple. Make a queen, and we got the checkmate. So I hope that made sense, everyone. This is my speedrun account. Okay, so we play with white. Okay, let's go d4. We play 2360. So we have the opportunity to gain 8 points. He goes knight f6, and we follow up with c4. Let's see what he's going to do. He goes e6, so he's aiming to play the Nimzo. Now I like to go knight c3 and just invite the Nimzo. He can also still go back into the Queen's Gambit decline with d5, and that's what he does. So here, I recommend that we take. He's probably going to recapture. All right. And now we go bishop g5. Pinning the knight. All right, let's see what he's going to do. Okay, go c6, strengthening the center. We go e3 to be able to continue our development, strengthening our center as well. Very often, okay, goes h6, we go bishop h4. Very often, after you've brought out the bishop, you want to follow up with e3 to strengthen your center and then go here. Okay, bishop d6, we now go bishop d3. This is a line, but it can be a little bit risky. Let's see what he's going to do. By the way, the end goal is to reach 2500. Would that satisfy you guys? You guys be satisfied with 2500 as our end goal? Okay, goes knight bd7. Now we go knight f3. 2518. Interesting. Okay, castles. We castle as well. It's probably going to go rook e8 if I had to take a guess. 3k is very difficult. Okay, and I think here a good move is rook e1. Because he would normally like to go knight f8, but that would immediately activate our trap card. Okay, he goes g5. Very risky. I think just a little bit too weakening. Okay, I think we'll just go bishop g3. I don't think the sacrifice is fantastic, especially because he's got here. So we'll just go back. Yes, all of these will be on YouTube. Okay, it takes now. I could recapture with the f-pawn. So the half up and f-file could become quite useful. We have to think for a second. I think with the f-pawn, definitely an option. But I think I'll take with the h-pawn, so that if I go here, I can strengthen my horse with f4. But let's see, we'll analyze this afterwards. I think h takes, but maybe f takes. Very difficult to say. Okay, let's see what he is going to do. All right, let's see what he's going to do. I think we're a little bit better. He goes king g7. All right, now we should just improve the position a little bit. Yeah, we'll check afterwards. Okay, let's go queen c2. Pretty typical move, making it harder for him to go knight e4, which is definitely an idea for him. Goes b5, but I think that simply weakens the structure, as now this becomes kind of weak. I can already seriously consider e4. Although he might go here. And here. It's an option, it's an option. Can also just play like here, maybe a4, he goes here. Knight b1, knight d2, knight b3 are all ideas. Maybe here, goes here. Maybe 92 to b3. Huh. Let's go rook c1. Hello, Incontinent. Good to see you. Thank you, Imba. Thank you. Welcome. To restrain this break. So I'm going to go knight d2. That being said, like I said, I could have also gone like a4. I could have also gone like knight here and then here, here. But, okay, goes there. Let's go knight b3. right? So we make it very difficult for him to ever get c5 in. We can also go bishop f5 to be annoying. He might go a5, and I think we'll meet a5 with a4 because I don't want my horse to get kicked away. I can also move the other horse, right? That's actually a very real possibility. And then go here, and if take 94 to f5. But it would close the c file. Maybe we'll go b4. Maybe we'll go a4. I think we'll go a4. Okay. It's not that easy. Hello moves. Yes, yes. I'm playing in the St. Louis Masters. Okay. All right. Got to move. Let's go 92. If he goes here, I'll go here. I mean, I don't know. Maybe a4 was better. We'll check afterwards. Again, I'd love to get a knight to f5, but it's hard. If I go g4, I hang this. Okay, a4. I'll go knight c5. He takes. I'll take with the d pawn. Although you can go bishop c8. Okay, we probably misplayed this, but whatever. We'll take with the d pawn. I could have also played this, and I'm definitely better in the endgame. Let's go 94, turning this, but okay, bishop here. This is an absolute must. If he goes knight f8, he'll be banished to the shadow realm. 94, what? Check? No, but I'm sorry. This is not the move. Check? This is not serious. No, but I'm sorry. This is not a move of a serious player. He had to go bishop c8, of course. Can he? Now if he goes there, I mean, king. Huh. Can do that. Okay, I can take. I go g4 here. f3, take. Right, he finds king f6, but what if I take? Knight d6. Alright, let's take. He's gonna recapture, knight d6. If he moves, also have queen h7, by the way. Let's go knight d6. Hitting the rook, and e4, also there. Okay, he sacrifices. Okay, obviously I can take. Can also decline for now. I mean, take. I can follow with queen h7. Or take an e4. I think I'll take. Because I feel like, you know, I'll be up in exchange. The position is opening up. This should be a pretty easy technical win. Let's go e4. Goes d4. Trying to keep it closed. But now this pawn is weak. Let's go queen d2, hitting the pawn. If he goes queen e5, f4. Just to go like rook here. Can give a check. Right, I guess I'll give the check. Because if he goes like here, I have e6. Right, because we just need open files for our rooks. We need open files for our rooks, so it's easier for us to attack. So e6 is a nice move. Like I said, opening up some files so we get access to his king, to his weaknesses. Let's take. He goes here, hitting my rook. Let's go here, hitting the pawn. d3 will go here, turning here. Thank you, thank you. Okay, let's see. Okay, he goes there, defending the pawn. But rook e1 is there. So I have rook d1, d3. Oh, that's just GG. Yeah, let me keep it very, very simple. Let's go here, just round up the pawn, and that's going to be it. d3, I could throw in a check, but not necessary. You can go rook e3 right away. And as soon as this drops, it's just over. d3, okay, let's go here. He's got no way to defend this. If the d-pawn disappears, he's got absolutely nothing to play for anymore, and is just completely lost. So nice win here with the Queen's Gambit, okay? Okay, goes Queen f5. Alright, I can take, but then I might lose this pawn. So I'm gonna throw in this first. Let's see where he actually goes. He goes here. Rook e7 is there, but he might just go here. He'll just take. Goes there. Okay, if I check him, he goes here. I think I'll take and take. To keep it very simple, we just take and take. I mean, raw material traits are good for us. So once again, this should be a pretty easy win. Okay, takes, we recapture. Goes king e7. Let's go rook d6 to make sure he's stuck defending everything. Goes there, hitting this pawn, but I'm just going to go e3, putting everything on the dark square so he cannot attack anything. All right, and we win a nice game and move to 2387. Let's have a quick look at this game. So d4. Okay, so he played the Queen's Gambit declined. We've seen this already quite a bit throughout our speedrun, and here we just take and go bishop g5. Okay, so he goes c6, we go e3, here, bishop h4, bishop d6, bishop d3. Our bishop always goes here, but the main question is like, where do we develop the knight? I think against bishop d6 setups, I think the knight is well placed on f3 for a couple of reasons. So that if you put the knight here, you have to be careful not to run into stuff like, I don't think it's available here, but you have to be careful that you don't allow this. You know, it could be tricky. And it probably doesn't work, but could be an idea. I think, let's say he castles. Here it actually is available. Yeah, because he checks and g5 and it's GG. So against bishop d6 setups, take note, it's better to put the knight on f3. Okay, everyone take note. All right, but he goes here, we go knight f3, goes here, and I think here rook e1 is a clever move. It's not necessarily the best move. We can also go queen c2, that's what this computer's saying. But the idea behind rook e1 is that now he cannot really go here, because now I go e4, I think. What, g5? Wait, should I play queen c2? Knight f8. It's saying that this is all irrelevant. It's telling me h3. Alright, anyway, when he's slightly improving the queen, goes here, but this just completely weakens his structure, because now this is very weak. a4 might have been the best, but I went here, knight d2, trying to maneuver my knight over here. Not necessary, maybe bishop f5 would have been better, but okay. We go knight b3, a5, to be fair, good move by him. Here a4, here he takes, and knight d4, trying to get to the f5 square, and here an absolute must was bishop c8. Because if I go knight f5, then knight has to go. He cannot allow my knight to get there. Then he's getting obliterated. To give the check, he goes here. I take. My knight jumps in, hitting this. If he moves, I get queen h7. And black is just getting big trouble. So we take. Queen h7 is there. I know. But I figure like, hey, raw material, let's just keep it simple. Let's go for traits. Let's open up the position so my rooks become active. So we go here, and now we pick up the pawn, and that was it. So check, we trade, take, we trade, activate the rook, make sure we're safe, and we win a nice game. Okay, so very nice. As we move to 2387. Okay, we get white again. Okay, so we go d4. And he goes e5. Okay, so we take e6. I think technically, best way is just knight f3. g4. Okay, so there are some players who like playing like this and sacrifice a pawn. But, okay, I guess I can take. It's always a little bit annoying. Suppose I can also go knight f3. I'm not too worried about taking because I can take And yes, he can get the pawn back, but I'll have the two bishops. His king is in the middle. So I think he'll play a move like knight c6, and there we have it. Okay, let's go bishop g5, develop the bishop with tempo. If he goes f6, then I'll take. e7 is an option, but then I can take. Suppose he will recapture. Then maybe knight b5, actually. Let's go knight b5, because I want to take and ruin his pawn structure a little bit and get the bishop pair. I mean, he can throw in a check, but I can just block. Okay, knight e7, okay. Let's take. Recaptures, and let's go e3, followed by bishop e2. Have to be careful. He's got this move knight g6, to which my bishop would be in a bit of a pickle. Yeah, are you guys still enjoying the speedrun? It's been a while since we last did this. So let me know, are you guys still enjoying it? Or are you guys like, eh? Okay, castles. Let's develop bishop e2. Thank you, 8-7. Yeah, the end goal is 2500. Alright, let's see what he's gonna do. Okay, takes. Okay, obviously I just recapture. I don't think he has any tactics. Now we're doing pretty well. We have an extra pawn and we have the bishop pair. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. This guy is like 100 points higher rated than the last guy, and he's playing significantly worse, but okay. Let's castle. Okay, he goes there. Good move. Let's go bishop e5. Making sure that I keep the bishops on the board, at least for now, and bishop can always come back to f4. Will be a bit of a pity that then I lose the bishop pair and have to double my pawns, but we'll still be doing well. Oh, 99.3%. Uh-huh. I see. All right, queen f5. Let's go f4, hit the holes, defend this. Okay, goes knight g4. Let's go e4, hit the queen. To be careful, yes, this idea of h6. Let's go queen e2. Make sure I don't allow this. Although, you can give a check and then go here. Should have probably played f5, but okay, what to do? Okay, let's see what he's going to do. Okay, goes h6, good move. Let's go f5, create a counterpunch on this knight. Okay, goes knight e5, can go bishop e7, or just bishop f4, let's say. Slightly misplaying this, I feel like, but should still be doing well. Let's go bishop e7. We're hitting this. He can throw in a check. I'll have to go here and a rook e8, but I am banking on this move f6. Okay, throws in a check. Let's move the king over. Goes there. Let's go f6. The only good way to save my bishop. Wait, what am I doing? Okay, goes g6. Okay, so this is definitely an idea. We're gonna move this rook over here. So you can go h3, and he can go knight e3. Okay, let's see what he's gonna do. Oh, he moved. He played h5. Good move, creating this square for his knight. Let's go queen d2, threatening h3 again. And I have ideas of, let's say, taking. And then this could also be hanging in the future. Nee, ik ben al een tijdje wakker. Maar ik heb gewoon een beetje last van hooikoorts en allergieën, dat soort dingen. Alright, let's go h3, kick the knight back. And let's take here, hit the rook. By the way, guys, so my next course on the Slav hopefully will come out in like a month or so. That's the plan. That's the goal. It's not gonna be easy, but the goal is in a month. So hopefully we can get it done. Let's see, 4, okay, good move. But I'll just go here. So at least make sure that he's not losing this pawn. But still, after like rook b8, bishop d5, this position remains quite problematic. Okay, let's see what he's gonna do. Hello, Alessio. On day 2... I suppose it was maybe after my second round? Before game 3? Um... Alessio's like, how can you forget? How can you forget? I'm really sorry. No, the thing, yeah. But once again, I was talking about this before. Like, it was really nice that so many people wanted pictures, autographs, you know, all of that. Oh, okay. Because I know I'm no, you know, Hikaru or Levi, but it's very nice when people, you know, come up to me and they're like, oh, I watch your streams or your commentary. So I really do appreciate that. But yeah, the thing is, during a tournament, I'm just focused on the games. Wait, before the third round, yeah? So was I already sitting down, or was I like on the way to the game? Like, was it in the main hall or like in the playing hall? Okay, let's go e5. Let's finish him. then let's go e6. Hello, Neoman. Welcome. Good to see you. All right, so now we're just crushing him. He's got a take, then a recapture, and then this d pawn will be pretty strong. Okay. Let's just go d5, d6. I mean, yes, he can take and then sacrifice in exchange, but it's all winning. Okay, goes knight f5. Let's have a little bit of fun. They don't allow knight g3, and let's go d7. Look at these pounds. Okay, takes. Okay, everything is winning. We'll just take here. Could have also taken, but doesn't matter. Okay, let's take. And let's go rook e5, hitting all the pawns. Yeah. No, like I said, I'm sorry, but yeah, it does seem like it was a pretty brief encounter, right? Or not? But yeah, no, Granko was a really nice tournament. Really enjoyed it. Like I said, lots of people that came up to me, that asked for pictures, that said, they were watching my stream, stuff like that. And, it was cool that it was a nice new experience, not like a normal event. It was fun to play, chess 960. Let's take the pawn. So that was really nice because, of course, in my life, I've played like a lot of normal tournaments, right? So it's also nice to do something else. Okay, let's go bishop d8. Okay. Okay, whatever. I'll go here. You know what? I'm going to put this pawn here. I'm not even going to give him the a pawn. Push. 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 King up. Okay. Good luck. Okay. Good luck. Okay. He still has a pawn, so I never have to be worried about check. Still mate. All right. Check and mate. Okay, nice win here. Okay, he played the Bush League England Gambit, which obviously is complete and utter nonsense. I mean, white has chance for an advantage in the opening, right? But e5 is just complete garbage. It's already like more than +1. So don't play this. If you guys ever play the England, I'm going to ban you. All right, so obviously we take. We can just hang on to the pawn. And, I just develop. Like I said, I'm not too worried about this because, yes, he gets the pawn back. But his king is in the middle. I have the bishop pair. And white's doing fantastic. I have so like here, maybe here, here, here. All right, so he played knight c6, but I just developed my bishop with tempo, hitting the queen. I take, he recaptures, knight b5, hitting the bishop. And okay, if I take here, then I have the bishop pair, an extra pawn, and he's got a worse pawn structure. Like now this pawn is isolated. Okay, so I developed, and we're doing really well because we have the bishop pair and an extra pawn. So push and defend this bishop. I went here. Okay, now maybe I didn't always play this in the best way. f5 was a good move because otherwise my bishop wouldn't have any squares. And I hit this, so he went here. I went in. f6, and he's having tons of problems. He really should have played 93 though. So I play rook e1 to prevent that. And then here, threatening h3, trapping the knight. So he went here. All right, we're playing with the white pieces. Let's go d4 here. All right, he goes knight f6. Let's go c4, because we're playing the queen's gambit. All right, against g6. I like playing g3 to fianchetto, bishop g2. And we go knight c3. d6, he's playing it like a king's Indian. Let's go knight f3, and now we castle. e5, pretty typical king's Indian move. We go e4, expanding in the center. All right, black can take here. He goes rook e8, very natural move. Let's go h3, always a useful move. b6. Yeah, this line is a bit annoying. Okay, we take an e5. I think this is okay. He takes, and let's go queen c2. This is actually a good line that he's playing. Okay, let's go rook d1. He goes queen e7. All right, buddy. Can go knight e5 here. Let's go bishop c3. Okay, very often they play c6 to stop knight d5 jump. Okay, knight d5, hitting a pawn. Okay, I suppose that at some point I should play move knight e5. So let's play knight e5, okay. If he takes, I'll have to recapture like this, which is slightly non-ideal, but okay, I should still have maybe some advantage, but okay, I guess he can take, I take, move a5, stopping b4. Okay, I'll have to play some slow b3, maybe later a3 b4, but it is not much. Okay, and if he takes with this knight, can take like this, and I think I have nice pressure along the c file. Thank you, Ziamak. Hello, White Akun Alpha, welcome to the channel. Okay. Anyway, hope you guys are doing well. Hello, Patser, welcome. Okay, takes with the bishop. Okay, I have to take like this, which is slightly annoying, but this would have hung a pawn. So I didn't want to do that. Okay, now I'd love to get b4. Okay, nope, I'm sorry. I get to move b4. I'm very happy. I think he should have played a5. That was completely obvious. Now, okay, he's gonna have to move the knight back. Knight b7. No, but I'm sorry. This move, this knight over here, is very sad. Okay, he's hitting the pawn. Cannot go b5, because that hangs this pawn over here. So I have to play a3 to solidify the pawns. Okay, see, no, but I'm sorry. That is just a free pawn. Knight d6. Okay, but you are just down a pawn. Do you realize what you are doing? Okay, he maybe wants to move knight f5. So move c5, knight f5. I take, he take it. Take it, take it. Not so clear. So I will play move g4, stopping knight f5. And I assure you, black is completely lost. This is complete play of amateur. Okay, I can take the pawn. Nothing wrong with that. I will just take it. Generally, I always tell you guys, if there is something you can take, and you do not see why not, then take it. Alright, let's see what he's gonna do. Okay, knight e4. Very flashy move. Congratulations. Hitting the knight on e5. But okay. Everything is winning. King f4, king bishop d4. Alright, let's see. F4 should be okay. Just defending this. Let's go f4. Knight g3, not a big deal. But yeah, what do you guys think about the candidates today? So, okay, we're doing pretty well in this game. We're up 2 pawns. Then knight on e4 also a little bit stuck over there. Okay, he goes knight f6, but now let's go c5 to completely shred his position apart. Was this Hikaru's last candidate? Well, I don't know. I mean, he's always saying that. I think he will try to qualify. Yeah, I don't know. I think for Hikaru, he might have just been a bit rusty in the beginning. And okay, he just fell too far behind, lost his mind a little bit against Sindarov, and it was just too late. Hello, can I play against you? No. All right, knight b5, a4. No, I did not. I know, that's not acceptable, Jim. Great Horn Toad. All right, he goes there. Let's push. All right, knight here. Thank you to Pepper for tier 1. Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, let's go rook c1. Maybe at some point we'll put this here, just moving the rook out of this diagonal. Thanks everybody for all the love and support. Hope you guys are enjoying the speedrun. We're almost at 2400. And then we'll probably push for 2500. And then that will probably be it. Everyone is like, no. You will continue, whether you like it or not. Okay, let's go queen b3, increase the pressure on the spawn. Whoa, thank you to Temple for the gifted sub to the Gambit. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, let's see what he's going to do. Well, happy to see that people are enjoying the content. Okay. Congratulations, Obtuse, for the gifted sub. Okay, queen e7. No, but okay. Okay, everything is winning. We'll go knight e7. Some point, things should collapse for him. I mean, it's already collapsing. It has already collapsed. Okay, let's see what he's going to do. Hello, Alimony. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. It was a lot of fun. Yeah. It was a fun event to play. So yeah, I liked it. I liked it. I mean, when I signed up, I knew that it was going to be hard to like finish in the money. But you know, I played some good players. I won some nice games. And overall it was a nice experience. Hello, LaFoo. Welcome. Welcome to the channel. Thank you. Appreciate it. Welcome to our great community. Let's go bishop c6. Still, this guy is in quite a bit of trouble. Let's see what he's going to do, huh? Hello, huh? These bishops are creating a lot of pain for him, huh? Thank you, thank you. Yeah, no, like I said, it was great that so many of also of the viewers that came up to me. I always tell you guys, you know, don't be shy to say hi. You know, don't be shy to say hi here, or don't be shy to say hi in person. I'll say hi back. I'm a nice guy. Yeah, like I said, it was nice to meet many of you guys in person. Wait, what? What? Great Horned Toad. Okay, let's take. Where I don't know. Okay, so don't think taking everything in c7 works, because he goes here. But no need for that. Let's go queen e5. Eating the knight. Goes there. Let's go queen d7. Hitting this, hitting this. If he goes here, he actually gets checkmated. So we're doing pretty well. And okay, with this win, I guess we're gaining like 5 points or something. So we'll move closer to 2400. Okay, good game, good game. Okay, move to 2396. Let's have a look. Okay, so against the King's Indian, I like playing the fianchetto. And then knight c3, knight f3. Castles, and e4. h3. Yeah, b6 is a good line. Can also go, let's say, rook e1. But b6 not a bad line. Okay, so I took and queen c2, although this is not much. Rook here. Yeah, I should have played knight e5. I should not have waited. Because this position is quite a bit better. This is backwards. The problem is here he goes knight c5. And I don't really want to play a move like knight e1, so I played here anyway. But yeah, now I have to recapture with the e pawn, because c takes, hangs this pawn. And here he really should have stopped me from playing b4 with the move a5. And black's doing pretty okay. e4 can come at any moment. Hello, Blue Melon. Welcome. But he went here, now I have b4, and I'm better, because this knight has to go back to a bad square. So I play e3, defend everything. He went here, but I just take, and it's just lost. He's just down a pawn for nothing, and I have a good position. g4 is what I played, stopping knight f5. He went here, I just take another pawn. Okay, just defend my knight in the middle. He went back, and I go c5, and I just rip things apart. He went here, but I just push him back, solidify the chain, and he is just completely lost. So I go here, stepping out of this diagonal, activate the queen. Okay, everything is winning. Picking up some more material sooner or later. Came in with the queen, and black clearly cannot hold things apart. And so he resigned. Because his position is clearly completely lost. Okay, so, whoa! Thanks to Anna Kramling for the raid with 2,131 people. Holy smokes. Thank you so much, Anna. Thank you, Anna. Hope you had a great stream and hope you had a great tournament. How did it go? Big shout out to Anna Kramling. Thank you for the raid. Thank you so much. Welcome, everyone. Hope all of you guys are doing well. 4.5 out of 9. Okay, okay. How did the last game go? She had a great game today. Ended the tournament. Okay, nice, nice. Yeah, welcome, everyone. All of you guys came in at a great moment. We are currently doing a speed run. Hope you guys like it. And whoa, thanks to Gherkin for tier 1. Thank you. Oh, draw against the WGM. Nice, nice. Oh yeah, I saw Anna was playing Report's wife. Okay, so draw is a good result. Yeah. Well, hope all of you guys had a great stream. Hope it was a great and enjoyable tournament for Anna. And welcome everyone. Like I said, I'm doing a speedrun currently, so make sure to stick around. And we're currently at 2396, and the goal is to push for at least 2400, hopefully 2500. Let's start up another game. But that is fantastic. But yeah, once again, really appreciate the raid. Anna's doing a lot of great things for chess. Also, last year she hosted a great event at TwitchCon. Okay, so the Queen's Gambit decline. Now against the Queen's Gambit decline, I like taking here and Bishop g5. But like I said, last year Anna hosted a great event that I was fortunate to be a part of, and I was a bit lucky and managed to win. But yeah, she's hosting a lot of great stuff. All right, so castles, knight g2. Because against the hyper, you have to worry about queen takes d4. and the late Alapin. All right, so let's castle. All right, a5, this is a good line. Now here I like playing rook to c1, which is a pretty useful waiting move. Knight a6, and here we go f3, because eventually we want to prepare e4. Yeah, hope all of you guys had a great stream. And all right, knight c7. I believe I can go e4. Sometimes there's this move, but I can take, and if take, I take, and if take, this knight is hanging. So we're gonna go e4 and push in the center. I assume this is fine. I could have maybe also played bishop e1 first. All right, we recapture. Maybe knight g4 though. Maybe bishop e1 was better. Okay, knight g4, good move. Threatening here. Okay, so we'll have to take. Knight e3 is a threat. So I think I'll go rook f3. Because queen d2, queen g5 is a bit annoying. Let's go rook f3. I want to stop knight e3 and eventually kick black away. Yes, if you want to look for a good opening. Okay, first of all, I think if you're just starting out, you should just play symmetrical. Meet d4 with d5 and meet e4 with e5. But if you're moving up the ranks, I think the Accelerated Dragon, an opening I've been teaching throughout the speedrun, I think it's an opening you will like a lot. Hello, Christomir. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? You are not just a random raider. We've seen you around here. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Okay, nice, nice. Chess speaks for itself. I have not been to Menorca, no. No, I'd love to go. But, yeah. Maybe next year. Sounds like a really nice tournament. Sounds like a really nice tournament. Okay, knight f6. Now there's this to worry about. But maybe it's not a big problem. Maybe I'll just move my rook. Let's go queen d2. I want to move this other rook over as well, and then at the right moment play e5. Should g4 definitely should be considered. Can move the rook up, I guess. Or here. But okay, if I go rook g3, then he can take, and I'll have to recapture like this. But I think we're doing pretty well. We've got this half open f-file to deal with. We've got a nice center. Maybe e5 at the right moment. Okay, so let's see what deep blue is going to do here. I mean, if I go here, then this will also be a serious idea, sacrificing the exchange. So this, okay, if I go here, take, and then there's g5. Yeah, so, okay. I hope I'm not messing this up. I'll go here. Takes, I want to go queen takes. Hello, Gucci, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. We're doing pretty well. We're doing a nice speed run that hopefully the people are enjoying. We just got a nice raid from Anna Cramling. Really appreciate that. I think because Anna Cramling hosted such a great event last year at TwitchCon, she should host another one and invite me with like triple the prize fund. I think that's a fantastic idea. Okay, I'm just kidding. Of course, that would be great. But, okay, nice, nice. Ah, I see. All right, if I go here, then black can take. Okay, this is under attack, so I suppose I just have to defend it. Maybe queen e3, then I also hit this. Yeah, let's go queen e3. Defend this and hit this. All right, let's see what black is going to do. Oh, nice, nice. Thank you, Supreme Trainer, for the prime. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, let's see what black is going to do. Again, I like my position. I saw, by the way, also that a while ago that Anna and PM made a great course on d4. So yeah, that was cool to see. Sure, they've done a great job on that. Yeah, I guess Mallorca and Ibiza are pretty busy, yeah? So maybe Menorca is pretty nice. Because it's still nice, but not too touristy. Okay, e5 makes sense here. Okay, if we go here, maybe rook 88. e5 and takes. So perhaps I'll just go e5 right here. Kick the knight away. I can bring this in. I have the idea of queen e4. I think I'm doing pretty well, but for the moment, black is hanging on. Okay, knight e5. Can go queen e4. Queen e4 looks pretty nice, because I threaten checkmate. But perhaps just g6. And if I take twice, there's rook 88. Maybe I should take. Oh, I forgot. This is an idea. Okay, maybe just queen f8. It's not that easy to break through. Okay, well, let's take. Let's go rook f1. I have this idea of rook f6. Because if black takes, that leads to checkmate. And if here, I'd like to think that I have a move like rook h3. And just brute force my way through. Hopefully that works. We'll see. I did not win the candidates. Right now, Sinarov is leading. Yeah, Sinarov's having an amazing event. Things are really going his way as well. Because, yesterday he was a bit worse against Caruana, but managed to hold the draw. And it looked like Giri was going to win. Like, if Fabiano would have won and Giri would have won, the gap would have only been 1 point. But, yeah, everything is going his way. So that's great for him. Okay, let's see what he's going to do. Yeah, that would have brought attention back in the tournament. Because Giri also still has a white game against Sinarov. But now I just don't see how anyone can catch him. Okay, knight of 8. Wait a second. Do I have this? Okay, so some cool lines. If black takes, then that's mate. This also loses because I take, and take, and take, and take. If here, I can take in here. If here. Thank you, remake. Thank you, thank you. I think I can do this. Okay, whatever. This is for you guys. This is for you guys. So let's have a little bit of fun. If it doesn't work, that's too bad. But let's have a little bit of fun. No, but I'm sorry. G6 and this. Yo, huge W, Mimic. Huge W, Mimic in the chat. Dang. All right, let's see what black's gonna do. Finish him. Let's try to finish him. Okay, knight h7. Okay, so I can take and take, f6 or f5. I do the en croissant. Check. Bishop f1. Turning checkmate. And if here, rook g7, but queen e4 might not be so clear. So I think I'll just do this. Because if black takes, I have checkmate. If black takes, this is checkmate. And if black takes here, I take here, here. And this should be winning. So let's do this. Sometimes, in a game of chess, you just gotta go for this. Okay, let's see what he's gonna do. Oh, croissant. That's right. Maybe knight g5 is his most stubborn defense. But should still be losing. Because I think I can take, and then like rook h5, and he cannot defend this properly. Okay, let's see what he's gonna do. Nice French pronunciation. Well, how do most people pronounce croissant? Do they say croissant? There's no people in this world that say croissant, right? But what I have heard a lot is people pronouncing the T. And it's like, okay, if you say croissant, just don't pronounce the T. Just don't say croissant. No, I know it's croissant. Croissant. Alright, queen g7, only move. But I'm in New York. Oh, so Twitch knew when you go to order something, you're like, oh, can I have a croissant? Croissant. Okay, let's go rook h3, turning rook g3. Still go like king f8, and then rook g7, rook h7, queen h6. Said it very well in French. Thank you. No, I know that it's croissant. Obviously, I'm very cultured. I know how to pronounce it. But are there people who say croissant? Croissant. Croissant? No, people say croissant. Thank you, it's Chris for tier 1. Thank you. What's first for? Queen g4, but okay, queen h6 and queen d6. No, it's pronounced croissant, and no one pronounces the T. A lot of people do pronounce the T. All right, and queen e6, checkmate. It's croissant. Okay, let's see. All right, okay, queen's gambit declined. It's pronounced croissant. All right, he played the queen's gambit, declined. Okay, take g5. I just eat the croissant and worry about pronouncing later. Nice. e3, he played h6, bishop e7, d3. What? What is that? Zatvo, what does that mean? It's pronounced en passant. Now, against the queen's gambit declined, if black has played h6, generally the rule of thumb is that knight should go to e2. Without h6, you want to develop the knight f3. Because now we can go for a quick f3, e4 push later. So he goes here in a5, good waiting move. But I believe here rook c1 is a good waiting move for white, because we can often drop this bishop back, and then we're now blocking in a rook. So knight a6, and I believe f3 is correct. Knight c7, I'm not sure if e4 is correct. No, because he could have taken and c5, and he's doing quite okay. But I should have played perhaps bishop e1. How do I get good at this game? I'm a Jinxie clone. Well, it's too late for you. I'm sorry. All right, bishop e1 should have been a move. Okay, on a serious note, just playing a lot. There's no secret sauce. Just play a lot. Just play a lot, do a lot of puzzles. And you should have started out when you were a kid. When you were like 1 year old. Why didn't you? When you were 1 year old, you decided not to play chess, and then you come here. No, but I'm sorry. All right. Anyway, I'm just kidding. All right, nice. Okay, anyway, bishop e1 would have been the right move. e4, it's a bit too fast. Knight g4. Okay, take. He's turning knight e3. Aha, I should have played queen e1. Right, because here I go rook. Okay. Rook f3, slight inaccuracy, but he really should have tried to break in my center at some point with c5. He goes here, but now queen. Not have allowed this. Should have played e4, e5, sorry. Here, bishop g4, I went here. I was a bit worse here. He really should have tried to pressure my pawns. When he missed that opportunity, then it got a bit tricky. Queen e3, hitting this, defending this. And this was too slow. I play e5, kick his knight away. Goes here, and I take and rook f1, and now I have a lot of threats. Rook f6, nice idea, because that will lead to checkmate. He goes here. Rook f6 was GG. He cannot defend this. Because if he takes, that's checkmate. If he does this, I take, and then I take him up a bishop in the endgame. And so he went here, but I just sacrificed the rook, because like I said, if I do this, it might look like he's getting mated, but he has got f5. I can do the en croissant, as we discussed, check, but rook g8, and black is so calm. Because rook g7, queen e4, and it's actually not that clear to me how white is making a draw. So I played rook takes g7. No hitting this. He went here, take, and now I've got 2 pawns for the exchange, and his king is wide open. Rook h3, threatening here. He tried to run. Rook h7, and his queen has got nowhere good to go, because now came check and mate. So nice win as we crossed 2400. Okay.